Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. They're going to run the option. They bring him down right at the 20.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The sure hands. It's Smith. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They're going to run it. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It wasn't excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
The Bears will line up to boot it away. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Great cut there. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return. Buck, the pick. Sets up the offense at the 39. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Lee. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's caught downfield. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols. And now the try here for the extra point. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. But Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it. 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The pass falls incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to a plus 40.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff to the right side. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Extending the play now. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Bears will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Bringing it back, it's Staley. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. It started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. But out of the 27, it's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Vols with 1st and 10 here. Movement at the second level of defense now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? The 30. At the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown. Fouls. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Tipped and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch is made down the middle. He'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. And the Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. If the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here in 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Bears will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley to be tackled at the 17th. The coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Pulls it in. It's Selden. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Fair catch made at the 35. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Pitch play to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the back now goes in motion. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And they'll get him down that time.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Good enough for first down yardage.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Staley. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
On the ready. Get set. Ready.
And the quarterback dropping back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They try to run it with the option. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Nowhere to run up the middle. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
3:25.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. And the catch is made off the carom there. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The quarterback making some changes at the line. It's an option look. Fighting off the defender. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
The Bears come to the line with 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run the option. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down and goal upcoming.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Grab down the middle. It's Selden. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down after that previous play. They'll ride the back again here. Gets into space at the 50. The Vols will have 1st and 10 here. Linebacker shifting around now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaking through defenders. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The Volunteers move into the red zone. Handoff to the back. Eludes a tackle. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.